Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Journals. Welcome back to my channel. So this is a video request to show how I store my journals. Now I have a lot of journals and a lot of different types of journals, so I'm going to show you around various places in my room to show you how I store them all. Okay, so here's my first little nook of where I put my junk journals. So it's just above my desk. You can see here I've got these 3 shelves on my wall. And on these 3 shelves, I keep various journals. So this top shelf here, that's where I keep my handmade journals that I made myself. These include my yearly journals. So I've got one from 2017 until 2022. I've also got a vintage journal for my vintage treasures, a cat journal for Keanu, and some other journals I haven't even filled yet. This shelf here is a bit of a hodgepodge mix. We have got some of the journals I've made myself that are yet to be filled. And then over on the right hand side, those are journals that I've got from other people, whether I've bought them or been gifted them. Up here, I have a few other journals too. I've got my reading journal up there, and these are books where I want to make journals out of these book covers eventually. I also use these pages to make journals out of, and we've got those 2 leather journals there. I'll just give you a look at this shelf. Then moving down here, this is where I keep the journals for my shop. So this is a Rascog trolley, and on the second tray I keep the finished journals for my shop. I try to keep the journals that are works in progress on the bottom shelf, but often my finished journals overflow and move down to that bottom shelf. So that's where all my shop journals go. And then over on the other side of my desk, above my bed, I have this little hanging shelf, and that's where I keep my prayer journal, my journaling Bible, and a book journal. And then I'm going to swing you back over to the other side of my desk and show you this bookcase, because I do keep some journals over here, my Daphne's Diary journals and an art journal. And then down on the bottom shelf, because I have so many journals, I just got to fit them in anywhere I can. These are my bigger ones that need a bigger shelf space. And these are my collage journals, my inspiration journal, and my journals for my courses, the Anchor Journal course, the Reflections Journal course, and that kind of thing. So those are the bigger collage journals. Over on this bookcase, I have a whole shelf, the 3rd shelf, for my normal journals. So before I ever got into junk journals and making journals, I was a journaler just using plain lined notebooks or sometimes blank notebooks. And those are all of those journals that I've been journaling in since the age of like 11 years old. On the bottom shelf here, those are some other bigger journals, visual diary type of journals that I've used, scrapbooks as well when I was into scrapbooking. So that's another type of style of journaling that I've done. And then coming around here to the bottom of my chest of drawers. The bottom shelf is where I keep all my completed journals. So this is for my junk journals and traveler's notebooks, and these are all filled. All different types. We've got faith journals there, we've got Hobonichi Techos, daily journals, we've got travel journals, journals for different courses and journal challenges that I've done, all in there. Nicely stored away. It's quite a heavy drawer, and I used to store these in a plastic container that I put underneath my bed, but I cleared out this whole bottom drawer of clothes. I have more journals than clothes. Is anyone the same as me? Yeah, so most of my journals now fit into this drawer, and the ones that I work on, there's Keanu saying hello. The ones that I'm still working on, or the ones that I am yet to fill up, they are on those 3 shelves that I showed you at the start of the video, above my desk. So for those who want to know where I keep my completed ones, in this drawer or on my bookcases, and the ones that are works in progress that I still need to fill up, those ones are the ones that I keep within arm's reach at my desk. So when I'm at my desk, all I need to do is reach up above me and pull out a journal, and then I can go ahead and journal with them. I do have some journals you can see underneath that shelf. I do have some journals there as well, my daily journal and a faith journal and art journal. So I hope that was helpful. and answers your questions about how I store my journals and where I store them, and maybe give you some ideas of how you can store your journals. I'd love to hear in the comments how you store your journals as well. Do you have a whole bookcase for them? Do you have boxes or baskets that you put them in? A suitcase that you store them in? Do you put them on your desk? I know some people just put them all along their desk, and I would love to do that. In fact, I would love just to have a whole bookcase full of journals, or a cabinet. What is your dream ideal way to store journals? I love that, it's not just a method to store them, but it's also a way that we can display something beautiful in our rooms. For me, half of the joy is just the beauty of looking at it. Be sure to journal your life because your stories matter, and I'll see you in the next video.